Hi, what is your name?
My name's Ryan Cross.
Okay, Ryan, I'm going to ask you some questions about terrorism. Do you think that religion justifies the acts of terrorists? Why or why not?
Well, I think that anybody who does violence in the name of religion is probably missing the point. I think religion in general is kind of a universal human tool to try to avoid suffering and violence. And so anybody who's using religion to justify violence, I think is missing the point of religion, what religion is supposed to bring to somebody's life.
Okay. What do you know about terrorism or terrorist groups in actuality?
Well, I know that there are several groups that are very, very active right now in specific parts of the world and really in the world in general. I also know that those groups or those people didn't just become terrorists for no reason. I know that there are certain conditions that create the terrorist, and unfortunately, they're conditions that those of us who come from the first world or the developed world are usually kind of responsible for creating. And so it's ironic and sadly true that the people who are usually affected by terrorism are often people who, in one way or another, participate in the conditions that also create the terrorists.
Okay. Would you travel to a country that is very affected by terrorism, like the country in the Middle East?
Well, I mean, this is all very relative. For instance, when I came to Colombia, many people were afraid of coming here. But there are certain type of terrorist type of activity that goes on here. But I didn't really let that scare me. And so I think I would probably have the same mentality. Obviously, it depends on the country. I know that there are some places right now, I'm not just going to go to Iraq right now because I don't really think that would be a very good idea. But I don't want to let fear of terrorism affect me and how I live my life. So I would, but I mean, I guess it would have to be under reasonable conditions.
Okay. What do you think about suicide bombers? That they are usually promise something for doing that. Would you do it?
Well, it's easy to say right now that I wouldn't because I didn't grow up in those types of conditions or those situations. So right now, no, obviously I would not do that. But maybe if I had grown up in a different type of world, I guess I could see it. But I think it's very, very sad and unfortunate that the people who sort of organize these people into doing these things so often make them take their own lives.
Okay, thank you.